Hello guys, what's up? This is Shark talking. Welcome back to my channel. On the past video I was talking about Valhalla Vacation and this new tower environment that we will be facing. There's new challenges here, especially for veterans, for people that are getting the strongest characters that are being released. And I'll be doing the Valhalla Vacation right now, and we will see how difficult it can be. As I said on the past video, the recommended might can reach very large numbers like 170k or even more than that. So you have to be prepared for this. This account here is not my original account. I'm using an account that was given to me because this friend of mine quit the game and he gave me. And well, guys, I will show you how I'm prepared for this stuff. The thing is, I just built a well-around squad with lots of different elements. You can see I'm using Eventide Hackray with ice, other Eventide Hackray with fire, Snowmaiden Lenneth with Holly, and then lastly I have the White Knight Alicia with lightning. I won't be using friends here because I can use these 4 characters. They are very strong, and you can see my might here. It's very high. I have the max party HP that the game that you can get in the game right now. They probably increase this in the future, but right now this is my squad, and it will probably work well up to the point of the last stages. Very high recommend mine. I am using a very strong assist party as well. You can see here it's increasing a lot of status, almost 9,000 attack. You can see here, very high HP as well. So the thing is, I will simply rush through all the stages as soon as possible. And also my party skill is easygoing, clever, and omni. The best party skills that you can get in this game, at least for general content. So now let's just start the first stage and see where we can get. I will just try to reach as fast as possible the top, killing bosses with a single hit, probably. I will skip this story because I will post the story of this event separately in the future. So okay, let's first boss. Let me remove this. The first boss, it's a very strange thing, it's just for us to get used to. The first boss usually has blue soul, meaning that it will revive once you defeat it. And this squad has just a lot of number of attacks and it takes quite a lot of time. You can see in a single turn how much Purification Gauge this thing can reach. Pretty impressive, huh? Okay, it's done. Next ones will be quicker because the boss will not resist that much. Keeping to these stories. Okay, so for now we'll be jumping 2000 and 2000 on the mind of the bosses. Next one is 4000. The rewards on the first floors are not so good, but it helps. A lot of people starting out will get the use of every single one of these items. It's interesting that we have Abel and Victory here because they share their story together. Another thing I want to see is how much defense can I get before I enter the stage. You see, it's 12,000. Seems fine. 13,000 here. 1,000. 11. This account is very strong, guys. I know that you guys won't be able to replicate this. There's no strategy dealing with some weak bosses. Before you reach more than 100k, I don't think there's a strategy around this. It's just use your strongest friend. So we're still on floor number 7, and that's quite a lot of stuff yet. I feel bad by choosing so much strong friends for just not even using them. Simply that this account doesn't need that. Two event-type Hakureis are something very incredible to have. I really like to use event-type Hakure. You guys know that because of my original account. This account has 2 event-type Hakureis maxed. It's a great investment to have a character that can use 2 elements. Same thing happens with the Snow Linnet. Oh, probably only aim for dual type characters in this account. Probably skip most banners. I'm not using Awakened Lena because she's not so limited. She won't be performing the same damage as these other characters does. So it will be a waste. So instead of doing that, I'm just using the best characters, the maxed characters that this account has. Well, you see, we are getting wooden rings by starting from now. It's only useful for those that still haven't recruited all of the Valkyrie Valhalla Assault characters. There's still quite a lot of them, but actually there's only one more of them before we stop getting them. There's also the original version of the Delia, the grainy version, but she appeared in a different event than the Valhalla Assault, but you could purchase her with Odin coins. So probably they will add her as a normal character on Valhalla Assaults, meaning that there's only 2 remaining characters for us to get. Before that, after that, we will only be using our Odin coins to increase the limit, break, and the status of our characters. It's also nice that 3 of my characters can also get seal stones. We're increasing their hero values now. While we defeat these big bosses, let's just keep talking about some stuff. Well, I'm trying to think about what the new character that I'll be getting in this game. One of the characters that I really like to get is Destruction God Seria Queen. I think that's the name. I'm not so sure. But it's the newest version. Angel of Destruction is Seria Queen. Remember the name now. She is based on the original version of the Seria Queen that we see on the original game, Valkyrie Profile, the first one. We got to face her on Seraph Gate. She's the last exclusive boss from Seraph Gate, and she's very strong. You guys should remember if you played that game. So we'll be getting the same treatment as the Awakened Planet. She has 2 arts, and we'll probably have a single banner where you summon for both arts. But she's probably very far from now. She is like probably 4 months from now, 3 or 4 months from now. I think. Depends on how they will keep releasing content, because you know that I think that this month has less characters than some other months, but still a lot of characters that they are releasing. Let's just check here. You see floor number 13, and we are getting our first Awakening Ember. Very nice, because it's very close to a new Valhalla Assault. People really need more Awakening Embers to get more points. So getting back, I think that Angel of Destruction, Seria Queen, is a new character that I'll be getting. I could have been aiming for tanks, but this account is just so strong that the damage that I'll be receiving from bosses on this point will be very low. Very different than I will be receiving with my original account. So based on that, I don't think I will need to keep getting tanks. I have the original Iron Green on this account, but the game will release a new version of Iron Green. Not so far from now. It's Fang Iron Green, and he's just Klaus and original Iron Green combined. The original Orbit Iron Green. So he tanks, he will guard, and he will heal, and he will also draw enemy attacks with an average output damage to boost as well. He can be compared to normal damage dealers. That's totally okay. He's a very particular type of character, but at the same time he is very incredible to me. I really want to get this character, but I can't wait. I can wait for future banners where we have a little discount or less steps to get a character. So I can skip tanks with this account. Maybe on my original account I will try to get a tank. I'm also sure But I also don't know if I will keep playing with 2 accounts because it's very tiring to do so. Maybe even using macros and blue stacks, it's still quite a lot of time to do that. Simply, by playing 2 accounts, I will have less time to make videos, I think. But I have to change something. Either I do more, have more time to do more videos, or keep playing 2 accounts. I think there's some instances where making videos with my original account will be better, because I have more hours on that account. I keep it all of the exclusive and unique orbs this account doesn't have, so sometimes I may talk about stuff like orbs and I have to use the older account. Most of the time I will simply be using this one. And this account also is probably strong enough for all the future content this game has to offer. It will be very hard to find a content where I can defeat. It's a very invested account, so that there's a lot of things here. There are legendary evolvable evolution weapons, there are characters maxed, a lot of potential forces, a lot of character assist, a very strong party assist. And then it can still get better because I can still level up some more characters, invest more on the more potential force, and it will just keep getting better from now. So very hard to justify getting more characters at this point. There are few characters that can get more number of attacks. I will just keep getting Yggdrasil branches and deciding which one of them will get them. The good thing is that if you're aiming for a tank doesn't need more attacks. It's more easy to build. But another character that I really want to get, and it's very good because it's a character that doesn't really need to get orbit, it's Shakugan or just Red-Eyed Valkyrie. Red-Eyed Valkyrie is a Valkyrie that comes from a different timeline, a different alternative universe. She's a little robotic, very strange to think. She's more like a demon than a ninja or a god. And she's from Dark Element. She uses staffs, very strange indeed. And she can perform a lot of critical hits, and she will heal when she performs critical hits. It's a very interesting character, very good to use it in the future. So this is why I will probably save for her. But the thing is, I still don't know if I will really do that. Like I said, you can still wait a little more and see if there's a better banner with some rewards, just like the Black Friday banner. We'll be getting to our first anniversary in like 3 months, and in 3 months they will probably have some good deals and some stuff. Well, we were getting to floor number 18, and it has a unique orb of the 7-star heresy. Very nice indeed. It's just like I said, this is a new event. This is a tower based on more close to current content on Japan, and they have a different layout. It won't be giving only 6-star orbs because people will simply ignore it. So I think this orb will be good. Let's just see what it is once we defeat this boss here. Orb of the Sky. We can check it right now. You have to go through the inventory to see. Okay, now we can simply find it here. Orb of the Sky doesn't have a single passive. I'll likely lock this just because who else? But it's not a good thing. Get some space, synthesize some orb. I have a unique orb in here. Okay, just to get some space. I will be getting back to our tower. Okay, so now let's just get back. stage 19. We're still very far from, but at least around 33% of the content done here. Or at least 30% done. I'll get some cut of water while we defeat this boss. So another good character that some people may be waiting for is Summer Aelith. Yeah, another version of Aelith, this time based on swimsuits, and she is a tank. It's a very funny thing for me to describe. A swimsuit girl, it's a tank. She uses great swords and she works very similar to Vanguard, only that she's way stronger than him for damage and a little weaker when comparing the defensive part of the character. But at the same time, she is easier to build simply because she doesn't need the orb to get the best part of the use. You can even skip the orb. The orb will only increase her output of damage. Oh, at least this guy is surviving one attack. The problem with Summer Aelith is simply that when it will be summer for them to release her, they can simply ignore the team and release a summer character out of summer because they can say they did this before. They say, well, it's probably summer around the world. Yeah, it's probably, but it's the only way for them to do that. We have a lot of summer characters to get from Japan yet. This floor is very nice to see Awakening Ember and also bug number 5. So I don't know what they will do, but it's another good character that can be very expected. The other one is called Valkyrie Alice. Alice, actually, because that's how it sounds. Valkyrie Alice is very different than Valkyrie Alicia. The name, it's based on the God Slayer weapon, the Shiloh build story. Valkyrie Alice has a very nice and good party buff with her passive skill. You simply increase it by using orbs, and she will increase the output and defense of your characters on your squad for very large numbers. She's a very good character that you can also expect to get, and she's still the max grade on Japan on their wiki, so a very good character to wait for also. And in Japan they also started a new generation. The 4th generation, that we are calling it the 4th generation, with a new Lennet. It's called Divine Brilliance Lennet. Divine Brilliance Lennet is a very nice and well-designed character. It seems like it's the Valkyrie character, but dominated by Lennet. It's very interesting. It's way stronger than our Awakened Lennet that we have right now. But well, we can't wait forever. We have to summon 4 characters or else we won't be able to clear content. So that girl is very impressive. She's the start of the new generation. And when we hit that, I know that a lot of people will be summoning for this character as well. We can simply get her in around 4 months if they keep up with the speed they are doing. Around anniversary will be the time that the 4th generation will arrive on our version. But just like this banner, we had a different timeline. They changed a little of the timeline to release Awakened Lennet. Now, and Awakened Lennet actually had a solo banner. I know that they never do that. It's very hard for them to do solo banners. They did this with the Ventai Hakray. They did this right now with Awakened Lennet. They did this with the Swing Suites, the first summer characters. I don't remember any other time that they do that, but you can see that when they do that, they slow down the speed of new characters, the release speed. So if they do that, maybe we will have to wait more to get to 4th generation. But it's an indication that we are moving faster by getting this tower, getting the colossal damage. Colossal is what I was calling maximum because they We didn't know the correct name, the final translated name. We saw that before by the Mizex before they changed it, but they changed on the description. The Mizex was always an extreme damage weapon, but for the start of the time when we got the Mizex, it was described as a colossal. So we never knew it was simply a new translation, but it was really the new final output damage. Even now on Japan, they didn't make a new tier for damage. Colossal, their maximum, is still the highest tier of damage. I'm finally topped with Rainbow Kings. Well, that's the last Ember on stage number 25. Yeah, this is our last Ember. The most important rewards from this tower, in my opinion, are still the Embers and then the Rainbow Bugs. The rest is only challenge. Also talking about other stuff, I was talking about the new Iron Green in the job. Whoa, this reward is very nice. 2 of the Rainbow Bugs and 1 Platinum Hammer. I was talking about the Fang Iron Greens already. There's 2 new tanks, but Japan is releasing more tanks as we speak. They released a new version of Liu, that is a tank, and then there's Kaede, that is another tank. And well, we can choose better more tanks in the future. There's not only these 2 characters. They will probably keep releasing more tanks for each element that's on the 4th generation. Right now there's not that many different type of characters for they to release. They will keep have to visiting old designs and making them better. Gather tanks, things like that. Or changing the element, changing the weapon type. More Platinum Hammers. Judging by that, you can see that they give us way more hammers than the past version of this tower.
いつでも相手になってやる。よかった。皆さん無事のようですね。
Yet another hammer with books. Judging by that, you can see that there's a lot of books. It's nice because books are something that we always need. We were needing even more than the Japanese players because they were releasing 2 characters on same banner. In the Japan, this was hardly something that would happen. Most of the banners are only solo banners, only summon for a single character. You can see that this boss here was very exactly the same as some past bosses we faced. It was actually the first top boss of the first ever tower. 2 shadows and 1 Valkyrie.
私の思いは私のもの。何人も。
200 gems now. Well, it's give us more incentives to keep claiming this tower, simply because before that, it was very boring. Getting 10 gems here and there and some gold rainbow keys and stuff like that. At least skipping a lot of towers just gave us a better one. And this is another very common boss. We faced this one a lot of times. We'll have to use some AP bots to claim to the last lure. We just faced a zombie dragon and we just facing a small fish. Makes total sense, right? Right? It's pretty damn hot here on Brazil right now. Well, very intense. I have a problem with heat. So floor number 33 now, a golem. So yeah, I want to talk about other stuff. Let's talk about Awakened Planet. So you can see that this was the first ever banner that was treated different. A solo banner with 2% chances of getting a character. But at the same time it was bad for people trying to get the 2 versions because the star version has way lower hate for you to get. And you need to get the star version 2 times so you can get the character in the orb. You can exchange the original orb for the star orb when talking about Awakened Planet. This kind of brought a lot of discussion about this team because it was a bad decision for Wonder Planet, but at the same time you can have everything. They made it easier for us to get the character we want, but at the same time they still hold back on some stuff for people that want to get the star version. They increased the status of the star version. Not that it really matters in the end of stuff, simply because you can see that we are still on 17.5k status, and it's not so hard to reach the cap. You simply need to get one LA weapon if you really want. It will probably be enough for you to get to max. So right now there's not that many excuses to justify having more status. You can simply choose the non-star version. Makes no difference. But unless you want the two versions of the character, you want to use the two together, it's a little too much for some people. And that's where they will want to get more money. You still have to survive, guys. It's a very niche game. So they are taking advantage of people that want to get the two versions of the same character. Having to get a star version ARP by using guarantee, you need to get 20 support tickets instead of 10. So this makes most people that want the two versions will have to reach 20 steps unless they get lucky and summon 2 times the star version before reaching the last step. Last step meaning the 20 steps. So I do understand the rage because it's not easy to purchase gens here. It's not easy to farm this. Most of the time, when someone wants a character, he either have to farm for quite a lot of time, or he will have to simply purchase gens. There's no other way. Gens are very scarce in this game. This is with floor 35. I know some people had difficulty with this boss because he's resistant to non-elemental, resistant to everything, but weak to non-elemental damage. We don't have that many options to inflict non-elemental damage in this game. Simply because there's not many non-elemental weapons. We have Spear Sword, Missile Tank, we have Light, we have Rain Grid, we have Apocalypse, but not so many after that. I don't even remember other weapons that are non-elemental damage. We have Cecile's something, I don't remember the exact name, but there's not many. You can see how easy it is. When the boss switches to one of the elements I blocked, I will simply unleash the actual skill, the boss will die. But we still can use friends, guys. I want to get to the point where we can't use friends anymore. So what's this? The point? Because I just said, but I didn't pay too much attention. Yeah. Well, it's still very low on the recommend mind. I will keep claiming. At least to stage number 50, because way too far from the top. When I reach closer to the top, I will split the video in 2. But I don't want to make too many videos because it simply pollutes the channel. This third boss is also weak to only non-elemental damage. One is against Dark. I don't have Dark here. The only element I'm like. The experience that they are giving with these bosses are not bad, but this squad is already maxed. Wish it wasn't, so I could get some of these experience. They give way too many of these rainbow keys on these towers. I really hate this. There's no easy way to get to dispose of this. Rainbow keys always haunt me.
この力は仲間を守るために振るうべき力。愚かな。
So they really want you guys to get by yourselves. When you see this on stage 35, you already can bring your friends. Means that you have to deal with this. Half of the tower is done by yourself, and also forcing you to rely on your own characters and your own equipment, making it harder for most people. Another 200 gens here.
嫌な気配を感じます。
敵か。一気に片付ける。くらえ。
This boss is exactly weak to fights. Let me use solo 80s.
終わりだ。
なんとか切り抜けましたね。よかった。皆さん無事のようですね。
This one is weak to fire. Okay, we have fire. The second event I hacker is fire. Whoa. Oh yeah, Full Metal Cancer. Look at the name of this boss. He has 3 bars, so this would take a while. That's live. We faced this type of boss before. And this is stage 42. Well, but it's still very easy. I know this is a very strong squad, but at the same time, this boss is still not very high on recommend might.
それでおしまい。
Yeah, just see.
今です。
This boss has something like 7 million HP. 7 million HP is still less than 100k normal boss of Awakened Land and Stage. So we can compare this type of content. Yeah, the recommended mine is still not close to 100k yet. Let me just stock here by using the small stamina potion. Okay, one more boss.
嫌な気配を感じます。
I just don't want this video to get more than 1 hour of content. You're already on 46 minutes. This one is weak to pause. Let's see how much here the Valiant is. Pretty nice. Dying Demon.
一人じゃない。だから戦える。
終わったな。帰還しよう。私にはなすべきことがある。それが生を受けた定め。
敵？
手加減はしない。行くぞ。さあ、まだまだ。遅い。甘い。
これで。やあ。これで決める。
Oh, this boss still has a lot of HP. $8 million HP. A little more than 8 million actually.
いつでも相手になってやる。祭ろわぬ者よ。あるべき場所へ帰るがいい。
Number 45, 200 gems. Nice.
This power is 仲間を守るために振るうべき力。愚かな。手加減はしない。
Another Bandilo type of boss. Violent beast. 2 elements. Very easy. 2 of the elements that I have.
一人じゃない。だから戦える。大切なものを守るため、負けるわけにはいかない。 嫌な気配を感じます。来ます。手加減はしない。それ。
It's very funny that they are strong small elemental damage. It's hardly even possible to inflict this type of damage. Right now I think this is the first boss that is actually hard. You can see that it has like 30 million damage, 30 million HP. Probably something like that. Compared to our past ones, this is the first one that seems very strong. It also buffs himself on the next turn. But simply, these characters have just so high defenses that hardly matters. Yeah, and it's 2 golems. I didn't even knew. I was clicking here because I was checking some messages. So yeah, this.なんとか切り抜けましたね。よかった。皆さん無事のようですね。Yeah, this was the first really hard boss of all of them. And let me check his recommend mind because, well, 2 bosses, 2 golems, and they are both weak to dark. So the best strategy here is to bring a full dark squad so you can deal with this. This is a turning point, guys. Not many people will pass through this. And then it's a demon, probably the one that inflicts status ailments. I won't use any type of action skill just to see a little more about the HP of the boss and his defenses and weakness. This one seems to have less HP than the 2 golems. But he won't die on normal attacks. This boss not as hard as the one before it. You simply have to deal with the buffs and the buff that he also inflicts on the second turn. Also will not be for everyone. I mean, not for new players. Veterans, you can still do that. Especially because it's weak to ice. We have a lot of ice weapons that we got. Some even from free. Let's check this one.
プレイヤーが選んでくれたこの服、動きやすくていいわね。行くぞ。手加減はしない。
Another demon, but this one is different. You can also see that he doesn't have that much HP. That's why looking on the bar. It's probably less than 10 million. That's strange. We have 3 golems with 13 million HP, and then we are facing a boss with less than that, and a single boss. Single target damage. Simple enemy. It's just a simple enemy buffet to extremes. But it doesn't have anything special on it. So we are reaching floor number 49. I will probably just do till floor number 50 on this video, and then another video with the other, because we're already reaching 1 hour of video, guys. I know that a lot of people won't even watch this because it's too much time. I would probably say that I'm talking about other stuff, so maybe you can watch this while listening to some topics. Maybe. But it's a long video. I don't like to make this type of videos. So, yeah. I think I saw some people saying that this boss was a little hard for them. Simply because he's only weak to non-elemental damage. His resistance is probably like 50%. No, it's even more than that. He has like 75% or even more resistance to other elements. But he also has only like 10 or 11 million HP. So either you just survive through his attacks to keep inflicting elemental damage, or you will have to bring someone with non-elemental weapon. The problem is that you don't have that many options. His attack seems to be very strong, comparing that my characters are very strong compared to his attack. I'm only receiving lower damage because of that. I will simply unleash all my action skills because this boss here only does the same stuff. I think he also paralyzes and poison. And if he does that, you will have to bring claws here. It's the best option. A long fight is one of the good strategies to beat this type of boss. And also bring someone that can heal. Can also be young.
いつでも相手になってやる。よか
った。皆さん無事のようですね。
Okay, this is the last boss for this video. Stage number 50. Let's see if it's hard or not.
私にはなすべきことがある。それが生を受けた定め。
敵？
一気に片付ける。
And this one is weak to fire and light. One lightning action skill dealt like 30 to 40 HP damage. Quite a lot. I just want to see his first attack. Should have tried to kill it. And also you can see that the HP, the total HP of the bosses are not changing too much. Okay, he didn't die. Single target damage, freeze. Freeze. Well, this boss is probably freeze and single target damage. Allows you work well here. Okay. Well, this is it, guys. This is the last boss for the stage. For this video, sorry. We have 50 boss defeated on a single video, but took a lot of time. Well, so this is it. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe if you haven't. You can also help this channel keep going by either subscribing to my Patreon or by donating via PayPal. The links are in the description. Please tell me if you're doing this tower already, how you're doing it. Have you finished it already? Didn't start it yet? Well, please say here on the comments, and we see each other on the next video. Bye.